Good morning everyone. How are you all? Fine? Okay. So have you completed your notes of grammar and your course book? Done everything? Good. So today we are going to read the chapter number 7, The Ransom of Red Chief, written by O. Henry. Okay, The Ransom of Red Chief, written by O. Henry. So all of you open your books, pencil. Get ready for the chapter. Ready everyone? So let's start. Okay. The Ransom of Red Chief is written by O. Henry, who was born in the United States of America, and he was one of the he has written many stories and inspirational stories. Okay, and The Ransom of Red Chief was published in 1910. This is a story about two kidnappers, okay, who has kidnapped one boy. How they have controlled and how they have fought with that boy. That one is the story of this chapter. Okay, so let us start the chapter. Get ready with your book and pencil. Open page number 66. It looked like a good thing, but wait till I tell you. We were in Alabama, Bill Driscoll and myself. The point is this, writer is this man. When this kidnapping idea struck us, there was a town down there called Summit. Bill and I had to join capital of about $600, and we need just $2,000 more to put off a fraudulent scheme. Here the story is, as I have told you, there were two kidnappers and the two kidnappers have kidnapped one boy. How they have kidnapped, how they struggled, what they have done, that is the story of this chapter. So here, it looked like a good thing. Means when they were thinking, they thought that yes, it is a good plan. They wait till I tell you. They were in Alabama. Alabama is a place in the southern east of United States. Okay, it is a place where Bill Driscoll and myself, the writer, okay, the one who is describing the story, and Bill, they were just trying, an idea stuck to their mind that they have to kidnap someone. So when they have thought that idea, they have seen that down to the statements, once you will go forward, there is one town named Summit. Okay, and here Bill and I had to join. This Bill and he has to collect, they have to collect the money. Capital means money. Okay, they have to gather the money of $6 to give someone. Means somewhere they were in a burden of $6. Okay, they have to give the $6. On the top of that, they want more $2 to spend their life. Okay, to have their illegal schemes. Different schemes will be coming now. Money you give, giving, taking, these all things. So for that extra $2 they want. That much only they want. For that they have to kidnap someone. Means that is the best idea. They thought that if we will kidnap, we can get the money. We selected for our victims the only child of the prominent citizen named Ebenezer Dorset. who was a respected mortgage fancier. The kid was a boy of 10 with freckles. Bill and I figured that Ebenezer would melt down for a ransom of $2,000. So here they have selected the victim, means they have selected the person to whom they have to kidnap. So he was the child of a prominent citizen. He was the child of that village named Ebenezer Dorset, who was a respectable mortgage fancier. He was belonging to a very big businessman, and he is having a son. And his son is of 10 years, and he is having freckles. Freckles means pale brown spots in the face. Brown spots there in the face, na? They are called as freckles. So the boy is having that. Bill and the writer, they both thought that if we will kidnap this boy, then his father will surely give the ransom of $2,000. Means he will give the ransom. Means if we will kidnap the boy, then his father is capable to give the $2,000 to take his child. Okay. About 2 miles from Sindh was a little mountain with a cave. There we stored provisions. One evening we drove in a duggy past old Dorset house. The kid was in the street, throwing rocks on the kitten on the opposite fence. So, from some Smith, 2 miles if you will go, there is one cave, Gufa. Okay, there is one cave, and that cave they have decided that once they will kidnap the boy, then they will keep the boy in that cave. Okay. When they will keep that boy in that cave, then they have done some preparations there. Okay. From there they went to the town to kidnap that boy. When they went there, they have seen that the boy is, and near that cave there was one house also, half broken, one old house like that it is there. Then after they came to the they came to the village to kidnap that boy. Okay, and there they have seen that the boy is throwing stones on the kitten. Okay, this boy is throwing stones on the kitten, standing to the opposite fence. Fencing, you people know? What do you mean by fence? Boundary for your house. अपने घर के बाउंड्री में ऐसे फेंसिंग लगाते ना, लकड़ी लगा के बीच में से तार फंसा के करते हैं, उसको फेंस बोलते हैं. ओके, स्टैंडिंग एट हिज हाउस, द नेक्स्ट beside में whoever the fence was there, in that small kitten was there, to that he is throwing stones. He put up a great fight, but we got him down in the bottom of a buggy and drove away. We took him up to the cave. After dark, I drove the buggy to the little village, 3 miles away, where we had hired it, and walked back to the mountains. When I returned, there was a fire burning at the entrance of the cave, and the boy was watching a pot of boiling coffee with 2 bugger tail feathers stuck in his red hair. He pointed a stick at me when I came up and said, "Hey, do you dare to enter the camp of friendship, the terror of the plains?" So here, anyhow from the streets they have thrown here, they have dragged him, they have done the things, everything they have done from there. Somehow they have kidnapped the boy. Okay, they have kidnapped the boy. They both took the boy to the caves. when they have took the boy to the cave, there they have found that they have kept there. Okay, from there they have went to the 3 miles away. There was one mountain. There they went. Okay, by keeping the boy there, they went towards the mountain. When they returned from the mountain, what they are seeing? They are seeing that in front of the cave, at the entrance of the cave, there was a fire. Okay, there was a fire, and on that fire, one coffee pot was put in which the coffee is boiling. Then he is having a tail and he is having red feathers in his head like horns. Then when these two people came there, the boy with one stick, he has pointed to the writer and said, "Hey, do you dare to enter the camp?" He is asking, the boy is asking to the kidnappers that you are having the dare to enter this camp? This is of Red Chef, the terror of the plains. Okay, in this area, I am the one who keeps a terror in the people. So are you dare to enter to this camp? The boy is asking to these people. We are playing Red Indians. I am Old Hunk, the trapper Red Chief's captive, by Geronimo. Use it to express exhilaration and give oneself courage, especially when leaping from a great height or doing something dangerous. Okay. Then he said that, the boy said that, we are playing Red Indians. Red Indians is the old Native Americans game. It is no longer appropriate to use it. Okay, it is an old term, very old term of Native Americans. Okay, now they are not using those all. It is a very old one. I am Old Hunk, the trapper Red Chief captain. They said, I am the Old Hunk, and I am the main topper of this Red Chief game. So I am the captain. By Geronimo, that kid can kick hard, said Bill, rolling up to his trousers and examining some bruises on his shine. By Geronimo. Geronimo means it is a word which is used to express the exhilaration and give oneself courage. Means to give oneself courage. Means yes, we have done, we can do. The ones to ourselves only if we are doing, we are encouraging ourselves. Then that is called as Geronimo. Okay. So here he is saying they are telling you himself and they are saying, yes, he can kick hard. Okay, the boy who is there, he can do whatever he wants, says Ben. He can kick us very hard. Then rolling to his trousers, you just see how he is looking, how he is examining, just to take one example of that. Okay, let's see what he is doing. Yes, sir. That boy seemed to be having the time of his life. Then here, they came to know that the boy is having his time of his life, means the best time of his life. He is enjoying, the boy is enjoying that kidnapping. The fun of camping out in a cave had made him forget that he was a captive himself. He immediately christened me Snake Eye and announced that when his braves returned from the war path, I was to be broiled at the stake of the rising of the sun. So here, what happened? He said, yes sir, the boy is having his life's best time. He is taking fun of that camping. Out in the cave had made him forget that he was a captive. He was a captive himself. The boy has forgot that he himself was kidnapped by He has forgot that, and he has become the captain of that team, and now he want to fight. He was enjoying his time staying in that cave, and he immediately christened him with Snake Eye, and immediately the boy has told that you are a snake-eyed person. He has named the man Snake Eye. Then the spy and announced that. Then in spy, the spy means, you know the spy? The unseen heroes, we can say. Means the people do trading on the sea. Okay, when they do trading on the sea, some people were there, they spy for them. Okay, they spy for them. They are called as the spy. Here, the spy and announced that. The boy has announced that. When his brave returns from the war path, the people who has went to have a war, they will return. When they will return from the war place, I was to be broiled. Means the snake-eyed one is there. He has to cook for them. Okay, he has to cook for them at the stake at the rising of the sun. Stake means Asian post on which a person is tied before being burnt in dirt. In previous days, in the older days, what happened? The one who has died, they used to tie in one place. Okay, before being person is dead, before being burnt to death. जलाने से पहले जो भी करते थे वहां पे उसको वो होके उसको खाना बनाना पड़ेगा एट द राइजिंग ऑफ सन. ओके, सन का उदय से पहले उनको बना के देना है. देन ही हैड सपर एंड ही फिल्ड हिज माउथ फुल ऑफ ब्रेड एंड ग्रेवी एंड बिगैन टू टॉक. ही मेड अ ड्यूरिंग डिनर स्पीच समथिंग लाइक दिस. Now they are having their supper. Supper is dinner. Okay, supper is dinner. Now they are having their supper. His mouth is filled with bread and gravy. Bread and gravy. And by keeping the bread and gravy in his mouth, he started to speak, to talk with them. He made during dinner speech something like this. What he has talked or what is the speech he has given at the time of dinner is like this. I like this fine. I never camped out before. I was 9 last birthday. I hate to go to school. Are there any red Indians in these woods? I want some more gravy. Does the trees moving make the wind blow? We had 5 puppies. What makes your nose so red, hunk? My father has lots of money. Have you got beds to sleep on this cave? So at the time of dinner, when they are having their supper, at that time they have given a speech. You just want to talk with them. So what was his speech and what he was talking with them? That he was fine. This whatever they were having at the cave, it is very fine. I have never camped out of my house. Means he has never moved out of his house. He has never came out. He has not seen the outside world. Okay. It was my last 9th birthday, and I hate to go to school. I never liked to go to school. I hate to go to school. Then he is asking, have you seen the red Indians in these woods? They are in the forest. In the forest there were red Indians. There were the Naxals, you can say, the native Indians. Okay. So he is asking, are there in these woods? Then after he said immediately, I want some more gravy for my bread. Then he is asking, do these trees make the winds blow? The trees which are moving now, they only make the wind to blow, they help the wind to blow. We had 5 puppies. At their home they were having 5 puppies. My father is that, why you people are having red spots in your nose? Why you people are having the spots in your nose? My father is a very rich man. He is having a lots of money. I sleep on a very smooth bed. Do you have the bed in this cave? Where we will sleep? Okay, this is the speech the boy is saying when they are having their supper. Okay. Every few minutes we would remember that he was a pesky red skin. Pick up his stick, rifle and let out a war whoop that made old Hunk the trapper shiver. That boy had built terrorized it from the start. So here what happened? Every moment, in every minute, he would remember that he was a pesky redskin. Means he was an annoying Native American. Okay, he was an annoying, something different, annoying Native American. And these people want to pick up the stick or the rifle that the boy is having near him. Because the bill has already terrored when the boy, they have kept kidnapped the boy, when they have kept in the cage. From then only he is terrorizing the bill. He is terrored with him. Means वो एकदम डर के है, कांप के डर, बच्चे से डर के वो बिल है. Red Chief said, I too to the kid, would you like to go home? Means there is a war whoop. Pick up that stick rifle and let out a war whoop. War whoop means when the Native Americans or the Native Americans who are there, when they will have a war or when they are going to fight with any wild animals in the jungle, they make one type of voice. Okay, they make one type of noise. That is called as war whoop. Okay, and that makes a terror in others. And the people, whoever the Native Americans are, they come closer to fight with those. This thing happens. Okay, जब भी war होता है तो एक announcement होता है ना, वैसे उन लोगों का वो उनका announcement आता था. Red Chief said, I to the kid, would you like to go home? Then Red Chief to the boy, Bill and the writer are asking, would you like to go home? Ah, what for? Said he. I don't have any fun at home. I like to camp out. You won't take me back home again, Snake Eye, will you? Then he's saying that, why should I go home? No, I will not go home. I am enjoying here. I have never made a camp outside the house, somewhere in this woods. I am enjoying here. I am not going to my home. And why you are asking me this question, you Snake Eye? Why I am not going my home? Not right away, said I. We will stay here in a cave a while. Then the snake-eyed man is saying that, the Bill is saying that, oh, not now. Some more time we will be staying in this cave, but later, do you want to go home? All right, said he, that will be fine. I never had such fun in all my life. Then he said that, oh, later we will go. Let's see at that time. Now I am enjoying here, so I want to enjoy here and I will enjoy. I have never enjoyed so much in my life till now. He is 10 years old and he is saying that till 10 years he has never enjoyed such life. So that's why I am enjoying a lot and I want to stay here with the people. We went to bed about 11 o'clock. We spread down some white blankets and quilts and put Red Chief between us. We weren't afraid we would run away. He put us away for 3 hours, jumping up and reaching to his rifle and scratching. Hissed, "Put is mine and Bill's ear." At last, I fell into a troubled sleep and dreamt that I had been kidnapped and chained to a tree by a ferocious pirates with red hair. Then here what happened? It was 11 o'clock when they all went to bed. Okay, so what they have done? They have inside that cave only they have spread white blankets. Okay, on that they have put some quilts, gadde. Okay, they have put some, and these two people have slept on the either side, and in the middle they have put the boy, the red shirt. Okay, in the middle the boy was there. They are totally, they no need to take care of the boy because he is not going to run anywhere. He is enjoying with them. That's why they are least bothered about the boy. They were just, both sides they were there, in the middle the boy was there and they want to play. The boy in every 3 hours he is jumping on from his bed and he is jumping to drag that rifle, the stick which is having with him. Okay, and he is bringing that, he is strapping that, those all he is doing. And these people, they have the whole night, it was a dangerous one where they don't have the time to sleep. Okay, where they don't have time to sleep at least. So they were continuously, they were having a struggled night. And anyhow, when he has finally slept, he had dreamt that he was kidnapped. Okay, Bill was kidnapped by a red chief here. Means from the red chief, the one who is the Native American, they have kidnapped Bill and they have tied Bill to a big tree. And it was a very ferocious one. Means बहुत डरावना वाला सपना था. Okay, उसी को ही kidnap कर दिया है. Just at daybreak, I was awakened by a series of awful screams from Bill. They were not yells or howls or shouts, but they were simply indecent, terrifying, humiliating screams. He said, just at a daybreak, means half day just done break me, he was awakened by a series, means some voices came. Okay, he woke up with those voices. They were not awful screams. चीखना नहीं है from the Bill, नहीं है. ना ही चिल्लाना है, ना ही चीखना है, ना ही जोर जोर से आवाज देना, ऐसे कुछ नहीं था. They were simply indecent, terrifying, humiliating screams. एकदम अजीब सी आवाजें, डरावने वाले आवाजें, ऐसे सारे आवाजें उसमें से आने लगे. I jumped up to see what the matter was. Red Chief was spitting on the Bill's chest with one hand twined on his hair. From where the voice is coming, he just woke up the right hand to want to see from where the voice is coming. Then he had jumped and seen that the boy, the Red Chief, is sitting on the chest of the Bill. And one of his hand is twined in his hair. उसको बाल पे ऐसे लपेट के पकड़ के उसके चेस्ट पे बैठ गया है. तो बिल एकदम से चिल्ला रहा है. ओके, अजीब टाइप का डरावना वाला आवाज वो निकाल रहा था. So we will stop here till here, and in the next class we will continue with our rest of the chapter. It is a very big chapter, but it is a very nice chapter. Okay, so you all of you read the chapter, find out the word meanings. Okay, difficult words you will find, and you will find the meanings of those words, and you will write in your own book itself. Is it clear? Okay. So anything else? No doubt. All of you please watch the videos. Okay. Thank you everyone.